Okay, let's start with a thought. What if all that emotional stuff we carry around, the highs, the lows, the baggage, what if it actually means something more? Something beyond just this life?
That's a really fascinating question, and it's basically the core of the book we're looking at today. It throws us right into Delphie's world. She suddenly finds herself in this strange laundrette, pale blue, aqua green, no clue how she got there.
Right, just disorientation. And there's Merritt, this afterlife therapist. That's what she called herself.
Yeah, quite the character. Loves romance novels, obsessed with getting this paint color just right. Dehydrated goose, I think.
Dehydrated goose, okay. And she thinks a laundrette is comforting.
Apparently, for what she calls a terrifying moment. Her whole theory is, well, physical problems vanish in this afterlife, but the emotional side, that's tricky. Needs managing, hence her job.
So the idea is our feelings, our emotional history that sticks around longer than the physical body. Interesting.
Exactly. And to help Delphie adjust, Merritt whips out this video, like a "this was your life" sort of thing.
Ooh, what does it show?
Glimpses of her past. Some really difficult times, actually. Bayswater High School. Bullying from kids named Jen Hartley and Ryan Sweeting.
Oof. High school stuff can be brutal, and Merritt reacts to this.
Oh, strongly, yeah. It really underlines how much those past hurts still, resonate.
And Merritt picks up on Delphie seeming quite isolated in life.
She does. But Delphie pushes back, says, "I was alone, yeah, but not lonely." She insists it was a choice.
That's a key distinction, isn't it? Being alone versus feeling lonely. But Merritt sounds a bit skeptical.
She is. It raises that question, how accurately do we even see our own emotional state?
Yeah, good point. And then Merritt brings up romance, or lack thereof.
Delphie gets pretty defensive about her, let's say, limited experience. Remembers this really awkward kiss from university.
Awkward uni kisses. We've all been there, maybe. Shows how even small things stick with us emotionally.
Totally. But then things take a real turn. Someone else shows up. Jonah.
Okay. And Delphie feels something.
Instantly. Like a powerful connection. You feel the potential there, right?
But don't leave me hanging.
Merritt comes back. The moment's broken. And this leads into the whole idea of returning deads.
Returning deads? What's that about?
It's like a chance to go back briefly to perform a favor. Some significant act.
A favor. Okay, are there rules? Sounds like there should be rules.
Oh, yeah. Strict ones. Has to be big, only once, and this is key. You absolutely cannot involve anyone you knew on Earth. Too messy, apparently. Avoids chaos.
Right, makes sense. Ripples and all that. Did Mare mention anything else?
She mentioned she has a saved send back, kind of holds on to it, hints it's valuable.
And then what happens to Delphie?
Poof, she's back in her apartment. Totally confused. Missing time, missing a microwave burger she was apparently making.
A burger. Okay, the details are great. Does she remember Merritt?
Just a fleeting thought, like Merritt's a weird name. But then her phone buzzes. A text.
No way.
From Merritt.
You got it. Confirms the whole afterlife thing wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
And gives her a deadline. A deadline for what?
10 days. Find Jonah. Kiss Jonah.
Just find him and kiss him. What happens if she doesn't?
Permanent afterlife resident. Game over. Stakes are pretty high, but Merritt's text has this, humorous but demanding tone.
Wow. Okay. So Mission Impossible begins.
Huh.
How does she even start?
Panic, basically. She starts asking around, awkward chats with neighbors, Cooper and Aled, leads to this idea of Jonah might be a misper.
A misper?
Yeah, like an unofficially missing person, someone who's just dropped off the radar.
So the search is on. Where does it take her?
All over the place. First, this musical theater piano bar based on a database hit Cooper found.
Did she find him there?
Nope. Meets a guy in the bathroom line who confirms it's the wrong Jonah Thompson. Total dead end. Frustrating. Okay, next.
A silent disco. At the Shard, no less. She goes with her friend Frida. They even get mistaken for dancers for a bit.
A silent disco. How does that help find Jonah?
Well, it doesn't directly, but they eventually figure out Jonah might be linked to the event organizers somehow. Another small lead. This is becoming quite the caper. What's the weirdest thing she does?
Oh, probably impersonating someone named Rachel Calloway. To get into this guy Maurice Alabaster's office, it's completely impulsive.
She blags her way in. How?
Leads to this bizarre sort of audition, and then Merritt pops up again. Ghostly intervention with green juice.
Green juice. Okay, Merritt's methods are unique. Does any of this actually get her closer to Jonah?
Eventually, yeah. She finds out he's involved with a big charity gala, Ditch the Bullies, it's called, high profile.
Ah, way to find him. But I'm guessing it's not that easy.
Not at all. Tickets are insanely expensive, way out of her league. It hits her that just walking up to him is going to be nearly impossible.
She needs help. Back to Cooper.
Reluctantly, yes, they team up, which involves creating this awkward fake dating story for his parents.
Oh boy, fake dating. Always goes smoothly.
Not this time. Includes a truly disastrous poetry reading Cooper gives, but they do eventually manage to infiltrate the gala.
Ow. Did they find cheaper tickets?
Nope. Climbed through a broken outhouse window. Very glamorous.
Brilliant. Hey, so they're in the fancy gala. Does she find Jonah straight away?
Not quite. First, she runs into someone else. Jen Hartley.
The bully from the video, on stage.
Yep. Leads to this really tense, kind of unresolved confrontation right there in front of everyone. A real blast from the past moment.
Wow. Talk about facing your demons.
Yeah.
But then Jonah?
Finally, she spots him, pulls him away. The conversation is, well, super awkward. She's thinking, how do I explain I need to kiss you because a ghost told me to?
Yeah, that's not exactly standard gala small talk. What does she do?
She just goes for it, kisses him, right there.
Bold move. What happens then? Does she, vanish back to the afterlife?
Nope. Instead, the heavens open, sudden downpour. They have to run for cover.
Her and Jonah.
Actually, no. Her and Cooper. They duck into this country pub nearby.
Okay, so Jonah's just left standing in the rain after being randomly kissed.
Pretty much. And Delphie and Cooper end up stranded at this pub. Only one room left. Small double bed.
Forced proximity. Classic trope.
And it works. They end up talking, really connecting. There's this unexpected intimacy. Not with Jonah, but with Cooper.
So the kiss mission might have had unintended consequences.
Big time. And then comes the bombshell. The huge twist.
Lay it on me.
Merritt, the afterlife therapist. She's actually Cooper's twin sister, Em. She died.
What? His sister. So the laundrette, the quest.
All of it. A setup. Orchestrated by Em from the afterlife.
Why? What was the point?
That reveal gets cut short, unfortunately. They realize they still need to technically find Jonah, maybe to understand Em's full plan, so they jump in the car, heading back towards Mayfair where the gala was.
Okay, driving urgently after a massive emotional revelation. This sounds dangerous.
It is. Things are tense. Delphie's realizing she actually has feelings for Cooper, not Jonah, and then crash.
Right.
Serious car accident.
Oh, no. Are they? Okay.
They end up in the hospital. It's serious, but they survive. Cooper's family is there, worried. Delphie's reeling physically and emotionally. Her feelings for Cooper are undeniable now. Life, connection, it all feels different.
What a whirlwind. Does Jonah reappear?
He does, surprisingly. Visits Delphie in the hospital.
Why? After being kissed and abandoned.
He confesses he actually did feel a connection with her from their brief chat at the gala, seeing her at the accident. It adds another layer of complexity. Fate, chance, missed signals.
Wow. So M's plan maybe wasn't quite so straightforward. Does M show up again? Merritt, I mean.
Yes, one last time. She appears to Delphie.
To explain? Finally?
Pretty much. She confirms her real goal was never really about Jonah. It was about pushing Delphie and Cooper together. The Jonah kiss was just the catalyst, the excuse to get Delphie moving, interacting, taking chances.
So afterlife matchmaking. Using a fake quest.
Essentially, yeah. A very elaborate, slightly unhinged plan from a loving sister. Her farewell is emotional, her job's done.
And how does it end? Delphie and Cooper.
The book closes with them together, definitely a couple, figuring out their future, forever changed by everything. It leaves you thinking about how connections happen, the weird paths life takes, maybe even forces beyond our understanding.
That's quite a journey. From a laundrette to a car crash to love, mediated by a ghost. It really makes you think. And for those of you listening who are intrigued by these themes, check out our YouTube channel. We have a series called Mindful Moments using AI analysis that helps you reflect on stuff like this.
Absolutely. The story shows how self-discovery pops up in the strangest places, doesn't it? And how real connections can form against all odds. It kind of blurs the lines between, life, death, fate, choice, all of it. Makes you value human connection.
It really does. So think about the unexpected turns in your own life today. We definitely encourage you to subscribe to our podcasts for more discussions like this. And share this one if you know someone who loves a story with a twist. If you want to read the book itself, the purchase link is right there in the show notes.
And keep thinking, keep questioning those connections. What really drives them?